Hey guys, it's G and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I feel like I've not sat down and just had a chat with you guys because it's been non-stop makeover videos, but now I've got my room all done. I wanted to kind of do like a little chatty video, really chill, grab yourself a tea or coffee. My dad has just made me a coffee with the Dose & Co creamer. Absolutely beautiful. Just like a plain simple coffee with a creamer in it. It's what I love. If I'm not drinking this though, I am drinking an iced latte, which I absolutely love. So grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, grab yourself a nice drink, even grab some snacks if you really want to, and let's get on into this chatty Q&A. All I need is coffee, just because sis doesn't sleep, so she relies on coffee to have like 10% energy. Otherwise I'm like a dead battery, which is not good. So the first question that I got asked, but a lot of you guys actually asked it, which melted my heart, because the fact that you guys really do care about me is the sweetest thing ever. So the first question is literally, how are you? I got so many of you guys asking this, and it means a lot knowing that you guys care about me. How are you is a question I hate answering in the weirdest way, just because I hate being honest and talking about me and my feelings. But at the minute, I think because of my pain, my weird kidney crap that's going on at the minute, I've had this kidney problem now for 6 months and it's still not been sorted. So as you can imagine, I'm feeling a bit crap, and I think once it's sorted I'm gonna feel better. But at the minute, on a real note, I'm just feeling really crap. Not the best, but when I film YouTube and, you know, I'm talking to you guys, you always cheer me up, which is such a bonus in this job. But yeah, honestly, at the minute, I've not been too well. I've just been feeling really tired. I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm just feeling a bit down in the dumps, which I think all ties in together. When you're in pain and not feeling very well, it really does have a huge effect on your mental health. Even though it's become a lot better in the real world, where we can go out, have drinks, and actually like live a normal life now and have a bit more of a social life. Weirdly, I've just become really introverted to a point where I just don't want to go out anymore. I wake up and I've not got the energy to even go out the house, which obviously isn't great, and I need to get out of the house just for my mental health. But with how I'm feeling, with YouTube not really pushing my videos as well, that does definitely have a huge mental effect on me, just because I just end up going into this little rut of feeling like I'm not good enough. And yeah, it's a bit crap. I guess this is a little health update as well, but I've had 3 scans now. It's just one of them things where with everything that's going on, it takes a lot longer. So I'm here 6 months later and still I've not really had any results, or we don't really know what's going on. Having a lot of scans, I've had a CT scan, an MRI scan, an ultrasound, all in like the past 4 months, which is just mad. With everything that's going on, honestly, just been feeling a bit crap, because honestly, releasing my videos and like filming them and editing, it is a huge task at the minute for me to do. I'm finding it really difficult to keep on top of 2 videos a week, which isn't like me. Like, I am a huge workaholic, but at the minute I'm struggling just to produce really good videos twice a week. But I am trying, and I'm still going to do it no matter what. But yeah, that's kind of like a mini health update, how I'm feeling. But honestly, thank you for asking. It really does mean a lot to me. So the next question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? 10 years from now, I will be 33, which makes me feel a bit sick because I'm going to be 23 this year in July. Literally next month, I'm 23, which makes me feel physically sick. 33 is pretty scary. I don't even know where I'll be next week or tomorrow, never mind in 10 years. But I do really like this question, as it's something that is a little bit different. I don't know. I mean, the main one is probably obvious. I think it's obvious, but I want to be, of course, happy. In 10 years, I want to have at least brought out something with my name on it. So like a brand, maybe a collab with a brand. I am so hungry to be able to create my own products, whether that's clothing, underwear, whether that's even like, you know, makeup products, or designing of it would be something I absolutely love. And I feel like that would be a huge thing for me. And I think someone like me, someone who's in a wheelchair, bringing out a product or an underwear range or line or I don't know, just being able to create a product that would be huge for the disabled community, because I have never seen anyone who has been disabled who has been able to collab with a huge brand. For example, Pretty Little Thing, or even bringing out a successful brand that is well known. That is something I want to happen, just because I've never seen it happen, and I think it would be a badass statement. So something like that. Hopefully I'll still be doing YouTube. Hopefully YouTube will still be around in 10 years, but if not, I want to go into TV. I love mainstream media, especially, for example, like shows like This Morning and Loose Women and things like that. Chat shows where you can just be yourself, but you know, chat about certain topics. That is such a me thing. Maybe going into something like that in that direction would be incredible. And 10 years, no doubt I'll be still single and living my best introverted life ever. I love my own company a bit too much, but in 10 years I definitely may not have a man in my life, but I would love I would love like 2 dogs or something. I know I have my beautiful Frenchie right now, but in the future, when I'm 33, I would love either a cane corso, which is so weird because people think like, really, G, you're tiny, yet you want this big, like, you know, big scary looking dog. But I have such an obsession and love for cane corsos, pit bulls, staffies. I'd love to get a Doberman that is well trained, so whenever I go out, I'll feel safe being on my own, because at the minute, I can't really go out on my own fully because I just don't feel safe enough. I may not have a man in 10 years, but I definitely will have either a King Corso or a Doberman by my side. Oh God, that is the fattest dream. I love that. This question I love, and it was, has anyone talked to you about working on TV? I think you would be great on This Morning. Thank you so much. I honestly, when I say working on This Morning is probably one of my main career goals. Every time I've been on This Morning, I've absolutely loved it. The whole team, even just like being on there to film, I think it's just a lovely vibe. And it's weird because whenever I'm on the show, I don't feel like I'm on live TV. It's really weird. Like it just becomes so natural to me, which I never thought would, I don't know, I just never thought I would vibe with that. But weirdly enough, I have so much more confidence when I'm on live TV. I really enjoy it. I definitely have a huge love for This Morning, and whether it's like being on the sofa again, or whether that's literally having my own little like segment on the show where I talk about like my favourite products, or, you know, similar to what I do on YouTube, I'm not bothered. But yeah, anything like that, or even Loose Women. Like, I was even thinking about that the other day, like just going on Loose Women, sitting there, chatting, drinking tea. That is my vibe. Like, I love chatting about topics and, you know, just getting involved, because I feel like, especially on them kind of shows, and I'm not bashing them shows because I love them a lot, but I feel like there is a massive gap in, you know, being diverse. There's no one on these shows that is actually disabled, and that is really sad, because I feel like bringing someone onto the team, that one person who is disabled and is in a wheelchair, would make the show even more diverse, and I think it would make a huge impact on the audience and the viewers, and I think that is really cool. So yeah, that is definitely my big dream, and I'm glad that you guys feel that way as well, because that is something that I honestly would love so much. This question I had to put in because I just loved how like random it was, but how frequently do you buy false lashes, and are they comfortable? I buy false lashes every month. I place a huge order. Like, it's like a batch. I buy a lot of them, batch bulk them, so I've got enough to last me a month. And I mean, one pair lasts me quite a long time. I try and make one pair last me a full week, and then I obviously get rid of it and then put on a new pair. I sometimes sleep in them if I need to get up early in the morning. I need to be ready. I make my life easier by sleeping with them on, and they're fine. So they're very comfortable. I find lashes really comfortable now. Because I've been wearing lashes for a few years, they're comfortable to me. I feel like they're really weightless. I forget that I've got them on. The minute I've been obsessed with wearing, if you can notice, smaller lashes. I am really trying my best to wear smaller lashes and kind of like drift away from these big, heavy, thick lashes, and go for more like natural, winged out, fluttery lashes, but more softer on my eyes. I feel like it will suit me more, it will look better on my face. Yes, I still have a huge love for my big bold lashes, but I've worn them for a few years and I want to try my best and get away from that and just wear more natural lashes. They're cruelty-free, they're faux mink, they're beautiful, they're such a lovely shape as well. I feel like this style suits me a lot better. I feel like I am getting there. Like, I'm really happy with wearing these lighter lashes now. I actually prefer it. And as much as it was hard to go from like thick lashes to really thin, it's mad looking back now on how thick my lashes were. So yeah, if you compare these to what I used to wear, you guys will be bloody shocked. I've got a numb foot. Oh my god, I've got a really numb foot. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. This next question is, what inspired you to do YouTube? I feel like I've not really spoke about this as much on my YouTube channel, but yeah, I've spoken about this a lot on other platforms and through, you know, what I do as a job, like interviews and stuff. Back in 2014, just before I started YouTube, I hated going to school. I hated my life. Like, I literally was not happy one bit. I was having a really bad time at school. So when I used to come home from high school after an awful day, I used to go on my little laptop. I had like a little pink Dell laptop, and I used to watch the OG YouTubers like Zoe and Alfie and Dr. Joe, like literally, you name it, they were the OGs, and I used to watch them all. I absolutely loved what they did, and especially like with Zoe when she used to do her hauls and talk about her favourite products. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I used to watch it and be like, oh my god, that's what I want to do. Separate account, so I think my old videos are still on like my other account. I swear it was something like Little G's Big World or something awful, but I swear the videos are still there, and if I can find them, I will try and link them. But yeah, they were the original like OG videos I ever did, and that's what inspired me to do YouTube. And it's crazy to think how far it's become. It's just mad. I love this one. Best moment of my YouTube career. I feel like there's far too many to choose from. I've got a lot of favourites in the bank. I feel like one of them is the ASOS Red Carpet Awards. That was honestly insane. Going on a red carpet for a start is surreal, but going on a red carpet with celebrities, insane. I absolutely loved it, and I feel like that was the first night where I just felt amazing. I loved that night. Me and Mum had such an incredible night. And another one was when I went to the Big Beauty Out weekend. I did like the full weekend. We did the London and Manchester events, and that was incredible just because I didn't expect that many people to come up to me, which I think at that moment I was like, oh my god, this is so real. Like, people really do watch my videos and support me. I'm able to meet a load of you guys, take pictures with you, chat to you. That will always stick in my head. It was an incredible 2 days. It was wild, and it was 2 very long days, but I will always remember them. And yeah, it was the moment where I was like, oh my god, like, this is real and people really do support me. On to this next question, and this is, I'm suffering with low confidence with being in a wheelchair. What do you do to help? Honestly, for me personally, it took me years to even feel confident in my wheelchair, just because I had years of not having a wheelchair. So I got so used to just, you know, having a normal-ish life without a wheelchair. Then as I got into like my teenager years, which I feel like is the worst time of the worst years. When you're a teenager, you care so much about what others think of you, and also as well, it's hard going through high school, being in a wheelchair, and no one wants to be your friend. Like, you look weird, you don't look cool enough. It's so horrible, and it's so like isolating as well. And I felt like I had no confidence. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go, I'm completely confident now, but I'm much better than what I was years ago. And I think as well, it all depends on the wheelchair. And I know it sounds stupid, but when I was in high school, I used to have a really like quite bulky, big, I wouldn't say ugly looking wheelchair, but it wasn't the prettiest. It made me look like I was being swallowed by a wheelchair. It looked too big for me. It didn't fit me and my personality. And as soon as I got a different wheelchair, which is the one that I have now, which is half the size, it suits me much better. The wheelchair that I have now, you see me before the wheelchair, which is obviously so important. With my older wheelchair that was big and quite like in your face, everyone just saw the wheelchair before they even saw me, and that's what put people off, and that's exactly what knocked my confidence. And yeah, I was very, very insecure, and now I am so much more confident. I love this wheelchair that I have now. It's perfect to me. It's small. It's not unnecessarily bulky and big. It doesn't stick out. It just looks like me as a person. It doesn't make me stick out any more than I should do. I think the one main tip for being confident in a wheelchair is having a wheelchair that you feel comfortable in, and that when you look at yourself in your wheelchair, you're not going to go, all I see is a wheelchair. It's about making that wheelchair personal to you, whether that's, having a coloured wheelchair. For me, having black was to suit me and my style. It also looked really sleek, but I know that having like colour or even stickers and having really cool wheels is a really good way to make a wheelchair personal to you. Now, this may sound really stupid, but being confident in what you wear as well, like this probably doesn't make any sense, but when I started really making the effort with what I wore, that's when I felt a lot more confident in my wheelchair. I think wearing outfits and really experimenting with your own style, you'll make yourself pop more. And then when you do see yourself in the mirror, you'll see yourself, not the wheelchair. So I think it's all about experimenting with wearing stuff that you feel great in and gives you confidence, but also changing little bits about your wheelchair that makes it personal to you, and don't care about what others think. Yes, you may feel like people are staring at you, but just try your best and block it out. I've had it for years, and I've had both sides. I've seen the side of not being in a wheelchair, and obviously now I'm living with the side of living a life in a wheelchair, which is very different and hard, but now I'm used to it. I'm absolutely fine. And honestly, it takes time, but I think it's just really important to forget what others think and forget what others say. If you've got people in your life who don't want to be friends with you just because you're in a wheelchair, cut them out of your life. They are not the kind of people who need to be in your life. Another really good tip as well is, if you're on social media, I definitely recommend following people who are also in a wheelchair. This was something I never used to do. I used to just follow people who, weren't really like me, who weren't really relatable. And now I've got a feed mixed full of incredible people who are, disabled and not disabled. And I think seeing people in a wheelchair doing social media, like wearing really cool outfits and just living their best life, that's when you start to see it from a different perspective, and you go, oh my god, like she looks really amazing and she's in a wheelchair. And it's all about changing your vision and your mind. And especially coming from me, who has gone through years of hating seeing myself in a wheelchair, I honestly felt so embarrassed to be in a wheelchair, which is so sad. But from obviously my past, when people didn't even want to sit near me because I was in a wheelchair, I think that affects your confidence. It's just all about changing your mindset and also forgetting about what others think, because that is a major part of how you see yourself. And just rock it, honestly, just rock it, embrace it, and I hope this helped. How to remove toxic friends. As much as I say online, cut people off who are toxic and don't support you, this is something that I really find difficult, because I don't know, I hate hurting people, and especially people who I know. I hate offending people. I just hate it. So cutting toxic people off is a hard thing to do, and I feel like the best way to do it is just being honest, but also just be really nice about it. Don't be mean, don't be aggressive, don't get into an argument. These are the things that I'm not happy about, or whatever's gone on in your friendship. I would just open up and be totally honest about it. There's nothing wrong with removing toxic people or toxic friends out of your life. It is such a necessary thing to do. Be nice, like the saying, kill them with kindness. It really is so true. All you're doing is just being truthful and being really nice about it. So as long as you're nice and you're honest and just drawing that line, I think that is the best way. And yeah, I definitely need to take my own advice for this, but good luck. You do not need them, cut them out. Well, that is everything for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed having a chat, but that is the end. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, which will be popped here. And yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.